Welcome to our introduction of the Node Editor, coming your way in Lightwave 9.0. In this series of videos, we'll be taking a look at what's happening in this new surface editor. If you are an experienced Lightwave user, you will already be familiar with the surface editor functionality that the F5 key brought you in previous versions. All of that functionality is still in place, but you'll notice a new button on the surface editor panel, the Edit Nodes button. What are nodes, you ask? Nodes are a completely new feature in this coming version of Lightwave 3D. As for what a node specifically is, the dictionary tells us that a node is a basic unit used to build data structures, such as linked lists and tree data structures. It says nodes contain data and/or links to other nodes, and that links between nodes are often implemented or represented by pointers or references. If nodes contain data and can link to other nodes, then we need a way to edit and represent that data, and a way of linking them. That editor, the node editor, is what we're about to introduce you to. You use the node editor to connect nodes together and alter node parameters to build what is called a network. A texture or shader network is a set of linked nodes that together will define the characteristics you want for a given named surface. With this very flexible ability to create networks for precise control of shading and texturing, the node editor is a new and powerful control paradigm integrated into Lightwave's core. Among the far more powerful surfacing capabilities the node editor brings the artists in Lightwave 9 is the ability to use different shading models on a per-surface basis, making Lightwave's beautiful photoreal renderer now more flexible and on par with other high-end dedicated third-party renderers. And Lightwave's development team will be building new features and capabilities into the node editor with every new version of Lightwave 3D. In addition, complete access to node creation tools and editor functions is available in Lightwave 9.0's SDK. Third parties will be able to create new nodes of any kind, including alternate shading models. For backwards compatibility, nodes are disabled by default, so we need to enable them for the networks to be able to affect our named surface. Click the checkbox toggle next to the Edit Nodes button to enable or disable nodes. Clicking on the Edit Nodes button itself brings up our lightning-fast node editor. Let's take a brief tour of the GUI and familiarize ourselves with the way this thing works. From left to right, we have the Add Nodes pop-up menu, where you select nodes to add to the workspace area. The Edit pop-up menu, where we find a full set of tools for working in the node editor during network creation, cleanup, or during the discovery and learning process many of you will have while getting to know the node editor through a rich set of included examples and presets, or while working in group project-oriented environments. An Update button. This is used to manually update preview spheres if you have chosen Manual Update in the Preview Options panel. An Options button, which brings up the Preview Options panel for the node preview and display properties. A set of scroll and zoom widgets for scrolling and zooming within the workspace. And an extension widget for the embedded edit panel, which is just one of several ways you may choose to work when editing individual node properties. The Node List window displays the list of nodes that you already have added to the workspace. This additionally acts as an aid for selecting and editing nodes during network creation or for fine-tuning existing networks. This is the workspace area. Here is probably where you'll find yourself doing most of the work of linking and editing nodes you've added to construct a logical network for texturing or shading. Each node has a number of color-coded inputs and outputs. Outputs are connected logically to the appropriate inputs of other nodes in order to form logical networks that will define your texture or shader. Remember that texturing and shading in Lightwave is always performed per pixel or per spot. So the effects that one output often has on another node when connected to its input is much more dramatic than in previous versions of Lightwave where only a layered system was available.